I'm surprised you're out and about this early.
No, it was that baby sister of yours. She woke up at 5 o'clock and wanted to ooh and goo, and she felt very social. Should I not be talking about her with you?
No, it's okay. I mean, there's no point in pretending she doesn't exist. How's Mom?
She's doing very well.
I gotta tell you, it's still a little hard for me to imagine you two as roommates.
It is for me, too. You should have seen the expression on your father's face when I told him what I had in mind.
God, I bet.
Well, you know, it takes two people to parent a baby. You'll find that out one of these days. And who else was she going to turn to?
Well, there's Whip.
You know, it's interesting. Your mother thought it would be unfair to let him bond with the baby if she didn't know where that marriage was going to end up. And I kind of agree with her.
That never would have bothered her before.
Well, she's making some mature decisions these days.
Because of you.
No, because of you. Losing the relationship with you devastated her, and I'm not saying that she didn't deserve to lose it. She did. But I think it's forced her to make some changes.
Hopefully some permanent changes.
How about you? You look well.
Well, thank you. I feel good. It's so weird. I mean, my life is a complete 180 from what I thought it would be, and what I wanted it to be. But I'm happy. You know, I never realized how much time I wasted worrying about making Deacon happy, taking care of that relationship. I was like a hamster on a wheel. I never got anywhere. Deacon didn't want me.
Yes, but now you can focus on yourself, making yourself happy.
Mm-hmm. And if I do take the time to do something nice for someone else, they appreciate it.
Be proud of yourself in the way you handled that whole mess. A lot of people couldn't have done that. They would have just let all the anger and pain take over their lives, and you didn't do that.
I know. I'm living next door to someone like that.
How is CJ? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Stephanie, you wouldn't even recognize him. Do you remember how happy he was when he was falling in love with Becky? Mm-hmm. And then he just became bitter and cynical. You know, I think I'm starting to see a change in him. At least I hope so.
Okay, up, there we go.
Awesome. We're gonna get you all new books. We're gonna turn these to the library. Ooh, is it okay if you have some fruit?
Oh, yeah, of course it is. We're just having a breakfast meeting. Which, actually, you might want to stick around for that. I think you'll find it interesting.
Really? That'd be okay?
Sure.
Awesome. Want some raspberries? No?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Whip, how you doing, man?
Good, good. I just wanted to make sure everything was set up. And I also wanted to ask you, is Amber going to be joining us for this?
I don't think we should count on her being here.
So we're testing for Rohypnol. Let's do a full benzodiazepine screen, in case Lance used another sedative from the same family.
How long will it take?
Well, we bumped you up on the priority list.
Oh, thank you.
So we should have something for you in a few minutes.
Great, thanks. I'm supposed to be at an important meeting within the hour, but this is way more important than that. I could have all the proof I need to get my family back. Yesterday was CJ's birthday, so we had a little surprise party for him.
You helped put it together?
It was my idea. I don't know, I just wanted to do something to remind him of everything he has going for him. All the people in his life who care about him.
Including you?
Well, I mean, we have known each other since we were kids, so we've seen each other at our worst. I mean, now we live right beside each other, so I see him all
You
the time.
really think it's such a good idea to get involved with someone so soon after a messy divorce?
Involved? No, Stephanie, we're not involved. Not at all.
Oh, my mistake. I thought I sensed a little excitement in your voice, though.
Well, that's only because he's finally coming out from under this dark cloud.
Must have been some party.
I looked at him at one point, and he had tears in his eyes. I think it really got to him, Stephanie. And then afterwards, he came upstairs and we talked, and the walls just came down. He's really changing.
So, Amber, if this test comes back positive for Rohypnol or some other sedative and you take those results back to Rick,
Then he takes me back.
well, I want you to be prepared for another possibility. Rick might think this is just part of your drug problem. You
No.
did just get out of rehab.
No. Rick saw me when I came home from Lance's, and I thought that I had spent the night there because I was drunk. I mean, the idea of drugs hadn't even occurred to me then. He'll know I'm not faking that. And Rick loves me. He wants to believe me. He just needs to have a plausible explanation.
Well, we don't have a whole lot in that regard. We still don't know why Lance would drug you and then not do anything after taking you to his home.
Maybe sex wasn't what he was after.
Then what?
Maybe he wanted to sell the story to the tabloids. I mean, from the look of his place, he was pretty broke.
Well, that's a huge risk for such a small payoff.
Maybe he wanted to do what he did, which was mess with my marriage.
You think he was some kind of obsessed fan?
No, he didn't come off that way. Wait a minute. An obsessed fan. He didn't do this alone. Maybe he wasn't even the one who wanted me drugged.
What do you mean?
Someone else. Someone else who wanted to break my family apart. An obsessed fan. An obsessed fan, but not with me, with Rick. It's Erica. Has to be her.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Thorne, is Kristen on her way?
Yeah, she's right behind me, actually. Let me see the notes.
This is all right.
Hey, Erica. Hi. Well, I'm glad you're here. This meeting has a lot to do with you.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Kristen, great. I think we're all here, so why don't we get started, huh?
No, Amber?
Look, I don't know what to tell you, Thorne. She knew about it.
Thanks again for coming.
Oh, I'm just happy to know that you're happy.
Yeah.
Well, get out of here and get back to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Watch it. CJ's back.
So?
So he's in a really foul mood.
Well, where the hell have you been?
Why? Did you miss me?
Don't get cute, okay? Look, I give you a raise and you're already slacking off.
Listen, I know that this is a sensitive subject, but the Amber issue is something that we need to address. Now, that being said, given our current circumstances, I think it would be much better if we focused less on Amber herself and redirected our energies towards promoting her line.
Agreed.
The only problem is that we've lost Bridget, too.
Yeah, so where do we shine the spotlight now?
Well, on our customer, teenage girls. Now that this is definitely a new market and we're going to have to work a little harder to get into that mindset, present company excluded, sorry, Erica. But now, thanks to Telesave, we are aware of who our customers are and, more importantly, where they're located. I've got a list here by zip code of where these people are, and I say we take advantage of that.
So you're suggesting we do some sort of a mailing?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, send out postcards and let them know of upcoming sales events, that sort of thing. But I want to be more aggressive than that. I want to really hit them where they live. And where do teens live?
In my room, in my car.
Mm-hmm. And in your room, and more importantly, in your car, what are you doing?
Listening to the radio.
Bingo.
Radio spots.
We have never done that before.
Well, that's been sort of the theme with the Ambrosia line all along now, hasn't it?
It sounds a little expensive, too.
Well, sure, if we do a national campaign. But, as I've shown you, we know where they live. So we target our top markets, our top sellers. We get more bang for our buck, all right? Make no mistake, this is a much different client we're dealing with here. I mean, they want what's new and what's hot all at the same time. Am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if they haven't heard from you today, then you're in yesterday's news, children. We're not going to be able to sit still for 1 second with these people, all right? We can't relax. It's going to keep us hopping.
Have you thought about the campaign?
Yes, yes, I have. Talked to a buddy of mine. I had him work up a jingle. There you go. Take a listen to that. And I was thinking of a slogan that's kind of fresh, you know, kind of racy.
Like the line?
Yes, exactly. Been tossing around an idea. Get it on, getting it on, you know, you got the whole double meaning there.
Well, you certainly do. Don't you think it's maybe a little too much?
Well, I can tell you one thing. Dad is going to be very uncomfortable with this.
What do you think, Erica?
I actually like it. I think it's kind of cool.
Look, just live with it for a week, okay? You listen to the tape, and then we'll go from there.
I think it's an interesting idea, Webb.
All right, well, it's worth a listen.
Thank you.
Let me talk to you for a second.
All right, absolutely. I'll see you later, okay?
All right, yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey, listen, Erica, thank you for your input. I really appreciate it.
Sure, Whip.
Okay. See you later, bye.
Double mocha?
He screwed up the check for table 9.
What?
Table 9. Guy ordered a croissant and he charged him for an omelet.
Oh, yeah, the guy changed his mind. And then when I went upstairs, I forgot to...
I'm sure.
Sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it, Bridget. It's sloppy, all right? I'm running a business here, not a training school for wayward princesses.
It won't happen again.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, did you change the coffee filters yet?
No, not yet.
Why not?
What is the matter with you?
With me?
Yes, you. Last night we threw you probably the best party you've ever had.
And?
And this is the thanks we get? CJ, you are being so rude right now.
Oh, I'm being rude. Why? Because I want the filters changed? Look, Bridget, maybe at Daddy's company it was enough to sit around, look pretty, throw the occasional party. But here, you actually have to work for your money. Sorry.
I don't know why I waste my time with you.
Yeah, and I'm sure my customers say the same thing about you.
Do you believe CJ's attitude? I mean, didn't you think last night would have made some kind of a difference?
Maybe it did.
Yeah, right. If I hadn't thrown him that party, there's no way I would have gotten my job back. You know what? I don't need this. I do not need this. I am a strong, intelligent, honest person. And I could work anywhere I want.
Come on, Bridge.
No, I'm serious. Why am I taking this abuse? Why are you taking this abuse? You know what we should do? We should walk out on him. We should walk out on him. That would do it.
Just change the filters, okay?
Yeah, change the filters. Change the filters and tell him to shove them up his...
Hey, Ken, how we doing on the...
couldn't just say thank you. You had to make me nuts first.
Well, you couldn't just send me a card for my birthday. You had to go all out. Get yourself fired.
Oh, I got myself fired?
Uh-huh.
I think we're rewriting a little bit
No,
of history
no,
there,
no,
aren't
no.
we?
You did that.
Okay, guys.
Truce, okay?
All right, you slackers, get back to work.
Amber, just be careful about Erica. You don't have any proof.
But everything fits. It's the only theory that makes any sense. Who benefited from what happened? From me having to move out? Only Erica.
That could be a coincidence.
I don't buy it. She's involved in this somehow, Taylor. I can feel it.
Excuse me, Mrs. Forrester?
Yes.
I have your test results.
What are they?
I'm afraid they're negative. There's no sign of Rohypnol or any of the other sedatives we tested for in your system.
Thank you. All right. Now, that does not mean you're guilty. It just means maybe we're a little too late, or the drug is already out of your system, or whatever Lance used is not traceable.
You mean whatever Erica used? She's the reason why everything's happening to me, Taylor. I know it, and I'm gonna prove it. Somehow I'm gonna prove it.
You're still hungry? You want some bagel? Have a little bit of a bagel. With it. There you go.
Oh, hey. You're still here.
He is a bottomless pit.
Are you still hungry, pal?
Hey, thanks for letting me sit in on that meeting today.
Oh, sure.
You're right, I found it really interesting.
Yeah, I really like Whip's idea.
Oh, me too. It's just too bad that Amber wasn't here.
Yeah. I'm really worried about her.
Rick, I should probably tell you something. Amber called last night.
She did?
Yeah. Well, you were putting little Eric down.
Well, wait a minute. Why didn't you tell me?
I know that I should have. You were in such a good mood last night.
She wasn't doing well, was she?
She seemed kind of, I don't know, kind of weird.
Had she been drinking?
I'm not sure. When I asked her, she just got really upset.
And she chewed you out?
It's okay. I mean, I'm used to it.
I'm sorry.
Look, don't apologize, okay? It's not your fault.
But still, you shouldn't have to deal with this.
Look, Rick, Amber's unhappy, okay? And she's just lashing out at me because it's easier than taking responsibility for what she's done. But look, I don't care what she says because I am very happy to be here. And I'm happy to help you, even if it's just in my small way. I just wish that we could help Amber. But I think it's out of our hands now. Look, you have enough on your mind, so don't even worry about me, okay? I'm gonna be fine. And I don't regret a moment of the time that I'm spending with you. Or this little guy. Two of my favorite men, aren't you? Huh?
She might be there in my house, trying to live my life. But it won't be for long. Not for long.